Okay, kindly confirm if you can hear me. Uh, I've been trying to work my way around this thing, but technical issues, you know how it is. So let me know if you can hear me. I'm seeing your comment. I'm seeing your comment, guys. Good evening, everyone. Okay, awesome, awesome. Let me know where you are joining in from. Uh, from the registration form, I saw that we had over 11 countries has registered for this content creation and monetization class. Okay, Maru said joining in from Benin City, Nigeria. Finish really fast. Uh, I can see Cliff Sense from Ogun State. Kilochuku from Lagos mainland. Stephen from Abuja. Favor Benin City. I can see Samuel from Benin City too. I can see Sunny Night from Nasarawa. Okay. Cross River, Benin City. Awesome, 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 guys. Okay, now you can post on the group that we are live. Okay, I can see all your comments. I can see Esther from Yobe. I can see Truth About Relationship and Marriage from Cameroon. Okay, it's high time I start seeing people from other countries too as well. Yeah, I'm seeing all of you from across Nigeria, and I'm beginning to see others from other countries too as well. So welcome, welcome everyone, welcome. We've started finally. Okay, so how we doing today? Good evening. This is Isis Al Sawaru. And tonight we're going to be dealing into the subject of content creation and monetization. I know we've all looked forward to this class. I myself have also looked forward to this class. And trust me, it's going to be an interesting time learning and gaining value to implement. And some of you that have not been able to monetize your content in the last few weeks, months, and years will gain insights, like I like to call it, light, that would enable you to be able to monetize your content. Are we ready for tonight's class, guys? Oh, it's going to be amazing. So I had to write a draft because those that know me know I can stay for hours talking about the subject. So I'll need something to guide me so that we're able to cover up everything that we need to before 12 a.m. Yeah. So why this class? Why content creation and monetization? Why not something else? If you've been on the group, you would have seen the little brief that was dropped on the group by the admins earlier. That first off, this whole content creation and monetization is an initiative under XLA community. And XLA simply stand as Successful Living Africa. And we are a community of people, of dynamic people who are committed to living purposefully. So we are exemplary, we are purposeful, and we are not just big on living right. We are also big on living right in God and living right in God and being wealthy too as well. And our vision is to raise leaders who will raise the next generation. Okay. So we have a huge goal for the next 1 year to raise a community of 100,000 people. Yeah, in the next one here. But let's keep calm on that for now. Let me see the comments. Okay, okay. Just a minute, please. Mm. Okay, this is the time where you get to share on your status. And if you've not subscribed to this channel, kindly do so now. Okay, I've seen what I was looking for. Okay, awesome. And get back here. So I'm trying to pull up a data that would help us in this class. So, okay, so like I was saying earlier, right? So the essence of this class is to help people, to empower people to earn from what they are already doing. And I made a video earlier when I mentioned that the global creator economy is worth about 1.55 billion dollars as of 2025, according to Exploding Topic. And what that simply means is that there's a lot of money in content creation. And I know for a fact that even Africans have not been able to tap into the potential of content of creation, right? Digital creation. Let me use that word, digital creation. So, because when we hear the word content creation, what comes to our mind most times, or to most people, is creating videos and putting it out there. Video is just a part of content creation, but content creation is not just about videos. So a lot of person think, okay, when I shoot a video and post it on Facebook or YouTube or TikTok, I'm creating content, and that is content creation. That is just an aspect. There are other aspects. There's a written form, there's a video form, there's a graphics form. There's even in the video form, there are also different type of videos, right? So we're going to explore through all of these different types, and we're going to talk about how you can monetize each and every one of them. But like I was mentioning earlier, how we came about this class, right? So if we are building a community at Successful Living Africa of change makers, people who are purposeful rather, who are wealthy, who are exemplary, and who are growth oriented on a mission to leading the next generation. That simply means that we cannot do that being broke, right? We have to gain the result or have the results that's worthy enough to be able to lead others, especially the next generation. And so that is why we had to put this, though it didn't look at like it at first, but over time everything fleshed up. And so here we are having this content creation and monetization class. So over to this class, what you stand to benefit. Like I mentioned earlier, by the end of this class, you would know how to start your content creation journey for those who are just starting. You would also know how to create content that are engaging, content that can pull your audience to be able to buy from you, to engage, and to be a loyal fan. Also, you're going to be learning how you can start out on a budget, right? Sometimes people feel like, oh, you need all the fancy cameras and all the fancy lights. I know it may look like I have some of those fancy lights right now, but it wasn't always like this. But I'll share my story how I started as a content or as a digital creator, a content creator in this regard. So then we'll also dive into the opportunities to earn from content creation, and then we'll go further to talk about global opportunities in content creation. Who is ready for tonight's class? Type I am ready if you are ready. And if you're on this live and you've not subscribed to this YouTube channel, you are wrong. Right now, kindly go to the subscription part and just click the subscription. In fact, turn on notification because this is not just going to be a one-off thing. I know some of you may have been used to, oh, jump into this free class and then you get to learn and then jump out to the next free class, but not here, right? We are going to not just have this one-off class, we are also going to be having contents that are going to be posted here, content that are going to be posted here from time to time that will help you in your content creation journey. Of course, I cannot cover all that there is about content creation and monetization in this one-off class, but I bet that if you stay put and if you stay on board and if you keep following this channel, I'll get to go on live and I'll also get to share videos that would inspire you into making the most of your content creation journey. Yeah. So um Lillian says she's ready. I can see your comment. Okay, awesome, awesome. So the first thing about content creation is that every single person is a content, whether you have a smartphone or not. You are a content creator, but a lot of people do not realize that. You know what I said? Okay, so interesting technical issues will be technical issues. I do not know why I was locked out, but thank God I am back. So where was I? I was at everybody's a content creator. So as long as you are a person who is able to tell stories of any kind, who's able to record information, whether be it in your mind or with a device, you are a creator. Now, if you are a believer, someone who believes in Jesus Christ, that in fact makes you content or a creator, not just a content creator, because your Father, who is God, is the creator of the universe. That simply means that you, as his child, cannot be anything else but a creator too as well. So we are all creators. Understand that part. Now, the next thing that comes into play is that people feel like, oh, I'm too shy, and I am not able to come before a camera or something like that. I get that. I used to be like that, but trust me, it can be practiced. And if you practice it well and long enough with the right mentorship or guidance, you will gain mastery. And over time, you become much better. But you cannot keep shying away from the things that you need to do to get to your next level. We all have been built with potentials to make the world a better place. And so, all of us need each of us, and each of us need all of us. And so, there is that need for you to step up into what you are capable of doing. But let me bring it back a little bit to the role of mindset in content creation. Now, your mind plays a major role, not just to content creation, but to anything in life. So, if as a person, how you think about the idea of content creation matters, how you think about the idea of content creation matters a lot, because there are quite a number of people. In fact, I know I have a couple of them on this call. You've had a good number of followers, but for some weird reasons, you are unable to translate those followership into money. So, in 2023, all my followerships across all platforms combined were not up to 5,000 followers. I mean, all platforms combined. But guess what? I made some seven figures from these people that were not even up to 5,000. So sometimes it is not about their size. The size is very important, but it's about you and your mindset towards what you are building. It's just the same way, you can be in the midst of gold, but because it's not physical cash, you would still be in lack because you do not know how to sell that gold for whatever that you want. The same way you can have a lot of followers or even a few. Some persons have 4,000, 3,000, 2,000, 1,000, and still don't know what to do with them. And so that's why you need to be in this course and stay in the end of this class, because you are going to be mind blown by what will be shared and how you can go back and re-strategize and make decisions that will ensure that you start earning right after this class. So you have to see yourself as a value giver and a solution provider. That's the first thing. See yourself as a value adder and a solution giver. What does that mean? You need to start looking out for problems. A lot of people run away from problems, but that should not be your approach, because money is with problems. If you solve a problem for someone who has money, they'll be willing to exchange rather their money for the solution that you have to provide, or the value that you have to give, or the desire that you can satisfy for them. So all these are in stages, all these are in levels. Okay. So you must understand that. Now, You are a coach, you are a counselor, you are someone who friends usually come to ask for advice, but there's a particular thing that they are always asking of you that you seem to have the answer, maybe based on experience, your learning, your home, your family, where you lived before, or something else. That thing, you should start looking at how you can monetize that thing, that knowledge, right? Um, Someone calls it, you know, how to get a fee from what or sorry, how did they put that phrase? Something anyways, I just can't remember the exact phrase right now. I hope you get what I mean, right? So it's a mindset thing first. It's not that people are not paying you, no. It's not that there are not people who pays for your content, no. It is that you have not been able to align and refine what you do enough for people to want to pay you for the value that you have to offer. Next is, how do I, as a beginner, go into content creation? I saw the form that was filled, and quite a number of persons are just starting out. They've not, create a mega page or blog or YouTube channel yet, and they are looking for ideas. What do I need to do? So first, I'll be sharing my story on how I started as a content creator. And this was like not so long ago, right? I think 2023, 2022-ish, if I'm not mistaken. 2022, 2023. So you see, it's not that far back. But if you're on this class right now, please ensure that you are subscribed to this channel, and do not forget to share the link. Do not forget to share the link with on your status, right? Share the link on your status, and let your people know that we are live. So that said, how did I start as a content creator? 2022, I had this very funny habit of traveling, right? So I was always traveling around, and as a traveler, I like to capture moments, capture either in pictures or videos. And so I started doing that. But I was just too, let's say, lazy now to put it online. So I'll just capture it and then do nothing with it. And then I started seeing people who were actually going live, posting video content. I was like, I like this. And I started filming something. Okay, recently I saw a video that was filmed in 2021. Those videos, you will never see them anywhere, right? I was just practicing. So there was a time I did 30 days of video content. Like, I recorded myself talking about something for 30 days, but I never posted any of those videos. That's something you can do too. If you feel like you're camera shy, you can start you can start by you can start by doing like a challenge, right? You can start by doing a challenge and just tell yourself, you know what, I'm going to film myself for 30 days straight without posting it online. Yeah. Okay, just checking your comment. Okay, yeah. So you can start with that first. So what happened was that over time, I decided, you know what, it's time to go up live. So I bought a ring light and I got a new phone, because my excuses back then was, oh, my phone camera is not good enough. I don't have enough good lighting. My room was not that tushy. And by the way, tushy means like something that's not that excellent for my global audience, right? So I did that, but guess what? I never used it. When I got the phone, I told myself that the camera was not clear enough, that I needed an iPhone. And guess what? Let me shock you. It's the phone that I'm using to record right now. Yeah, so I don't know, you know, so there's this thing about excuses where you find a way for you not to do something because every time you get a thing that gets you closer to the perfect state of that thing, you tell yourself that, oh, this is not good enough. And so I got a ring light, and it took me 1 year for me to use that ring light. In fact, it was, I think I was listening to a message, and I remembered, oh, that's true. I actually bought a ring light. So somebody said that's the power of excuse. That's right. Yeah. So there are times where you could either give yourself excuses or reasons not to do something or find a way to do it. Last year, I was going through YouTube and I came across this page of a YouTuber. This girl, in fact, when I went to check her previous videos, she didn't even have enough, like, she didn't have good lighting or good equipment. She was not even shooting her videos indoor. She was shooting her videos outside, like in a compound. And you'll be hearing the noise of cars that are passing and stuff. I guess she did not have like lightings to do indoor, shooting. But she did not use that as an excuse. In a couple of months, she grew massively on YouTube. And it was as she started growing on YouTube, the money she was making, that's what she was now using to change equipment, get better mic, get, better stuff and all of that. But so many people are waiting for, oh, when everything is perfect. No, start with what you have right now. How many of you know Salem King, right? Back then, I don't know if he still shoots video in black and white, but back then he used to shoot videos in black and white. Do you know why? He was doing it because his camera was not clear enough. So black and white, you will not notice. And right now, he has hundreds of thousands of followers across social media. So how you start matters. How you start matters. And you don't have to wait till everything is perfect. You just have to start with what you have. Okay? Very, very important. So, after I did that, right? Like after I started shooting videos, little by little, I would stop for a while, I would stop for a while, I would stop for a while. And that takes me to the next thing, which is consistency, right? You know, there's this thing about you being consistent that just changes everything for anyone. So if you want to do anything, be all in. Do not put one leg in and be like, let me see how it goes. No, go all in. If you're going to start your journey as a content creator, you need to be someone who has signed up for it fully and say, you know what, I'm going to shoot videos, I'm going to edit it, I'm going to put it out there. Even if it's not perfect, I'm going to grow in it. And guess what? Guess what, right? Guess what, guys? I have noticed that when you start putting out content, no matter how, in quotes, low value it is, in quotes now, right? I've discovered that you find an audience that will resonate with you. So sometimes people think that I need to know 100 things to be able to talk about this topic. Sometimes you just have to know enough more than somebody else that will need what you already know to start talking about that thing. Talk about the ones that you know first. And as you do that, what will happen is, okay, so there's something called the infallible law, right? Which is the more you give out, the more you have to receive. and the more you attract to receive. For example, a cup now, yeah. If a cup is full and you try to put water, what will happen? It will pour away, right? But if the cup is empty and you pour, it will stay in, right? Sometimes people fear that, oh, if I teach what I know, people, you know, that's what I know, that's my edge. But actually, if you teach what you know, you would have room to know more. But again, that's on the context because you only have room to know more if you engage in learning. You do not sit back and then expect that knowledge will fall on you. No, that's not how it works, right? So that's very important. Yeah, I'm seeing your comment. Go all in. Emmanuel said go all in. Sorry, is it Emmanuel? Okay. Pretty says sometimes you need to go. You need. You just need to know more than someone. Exactly. Yeah. So, very important. Very very important. Emmanuel said go all in. Very very important. I'm going to be. So we have our guest already. She's in the back end and she'll be joining us soon. She'll be talking about how to craft posts or content that grabs attention, spark engagement, and build loyal fans. Let me see your comment if you are excited to have her. She'll be joining us in a bit. Let me just round up this first part of how to start your content creation journey. And by the way, if you've not subscribed to this YouTube channel, please go ahead, go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. A lot of stuff will be shared as we go on. Very important. Okay, so how did I now transition to where I am right now? What happened was I got someone who was now on my neck. So I don't know if you know what it means for somebody to be on your neck, right? Where somebody holds you accountable that either you do this thing or you're out. So that was the call to action for me. That was when I really was like, you know what? I need to just do this. But I think it's even more recently that I'm beginning to understand what the person has been trying to show me all these years. And it is sad if you are doing life alone, if you do not have a plan for life, if you do not have a mentor or a father or someone who is actively holding your hands and showing you, okay, do this, don't do this per time. It's a sad way to live. And even though this is not part of what I even had in mind for this class, even though this is not part of what I have in mind for this class, um, I would say that whatever that you're doing, have a mentor. Very important. Well, how do you go about mentorship? That's a discussion for another day. I had a 6 week mentorship program which you can join the next cohort. I would drop the link to the wait list later if you want to sign up for it. But it's not about content creation, it's about life. How to be well positioned in life and many other stuff. I'll just share the details later, but that's that about the mentorship program. But coming back to this, so I had someone who hold me or held me accountable. That was how I started creating content and putting it out there and growing bit by bit by bit. But gradually, I started realizing and gaining understanding about, oh, this is how this works. This is how this works. There are so many things I did not know before now that I still would not have known by now if I had not put to work the little that I know. So, what does this tell you? It means that sometimes you will not get to see the whole picture. Sometimes you will not need to have all the knowledge to start. But as you start, you start gaining clarity bit by bit by bit by bit. And then you would now know, oh, this is what I should have done since. But then you'll be able to better guide someone else who's coming after you. Again, the role of mentorship. So, what are certain tips that I can share as a beginner that wants to start his or her content creation journey? One is learn. Be an aggressive learner. Go to YouTube, find courses. Oh, by the way, when we talk about content creation, I know I had mentioned this earlier, but video content creation is one thing where you get to create videos to put on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or whatever platform. It's just one part of it. Written content to like written bit novels, whatsoever, is also a form of content creation. Designs, graphic designs, voiceovers is also a form of content creation. So you want to decide what part of content creation do I want to focus on, and then learn aggressively. See, let me tell you one thing for free. If you did not get anything from this session and this is all you got, you are good. Life is like a pyramid, right? So how does a pyramid look like? It looks like this, right? You know, edgy at the top and then more robust at the bottom, right? So there are those that are like the top. Oh, I wish I can get my board now. So there are those that are the top. They're the 1%, right? There are things they know. There are strategies that they engage that keep them there at the 1%. Then there's the masses that's at the bottom of that pyramid. And so what usually takes them from the bottom to the top is what they know and what they do with what they know. Some of you already know some of these things that I have mentioned so far. The difference is that you've not applied, put to work what you already know. And there's a tiredness that comes into play when you know things and do not implement. Start getting bored of classes, you start getting bored of learning, which is a bad state to be in. So, one, be a learner. Two, be consistent. Whatever that you're going to do is not going to grow overnight. There are times where leaps will happen, leaps will happen. But those leaps are usually a result of consistency over a long run, right? Some of you are getting to see my face for the very first time, and you may be asking yourself, oh, where have you been all this while? This is a form of leap because I'm reaching audiences that I were not or that I wasn't reaching before now, right? So again, learn aggressively, be consistent. And the last tip that I'm going to share is what I call mentorship. Yeah. So find somebody who is doing it well, who has gone ahead, and find a way to engage that person, to learn from that person, to submit. And of course, mentorship is not a relationship where you just go anyhow, right? Please confirm if you can hear me. I think my video was. Okay. Uh, can you see me now? Okay, I think I am live now. So that's basically it. Right about now, we're going to be having Esther Catherine, or sorry, Catherine Clement. I don't know if she is still here. Catherine is a content, I wouldn't say a content creator. Sure, I'll just allow her to introductions. And Catherine is someone I admire so much, and she's a big person in that regard, with over 160,000 followers on Facebook alone. Catherine, are you there? I think your mic is muted on your video too as well.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe I should do this night to help my. Hello, good evening.
Hello, can
Well,
you hear me?
hold on. Yes, I can, and hope you can hear me too.
Okay, just a second. I think my volume. Uh, okay, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm. Hope you can hear me too.
Okay. Can you just confirm? Can you say hi to the audience so I can
Hi to
confirm
the
if I
audience.
can hear you? I don't know if it's just me, but I can't hear you.
Hi to the audience. Hope you can hear me.
Okay. Yeah, I can hear you. Awesome,
Okay.
awesome.
Oh,
Thank you
good evening.
so much for doing this with us, and we are so excited to have you join us tonight.
Thank you. Phil.
I'll
Thank
just
you.
allow you to introduce yourself because you are a woman of many capacities, and I know it cost you a lot to be here tonight, and we are very grateful, and I am very grateful to have you join us and share your insight with us for the next couple of minutes. So over to you, ma. Thank you.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Thank you. Thank you for the invite. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. It's been a while. Like I wasn't even expecting this to be a live session, but here it is. I am actually very stressed out, but I just have to be here today. I made my commitment to be live, and yeah, I am. I'm not going to be taking so much time. I think this 45 minutes gone already. I think I'll be closing up with the next 15 minutes. Yeah, 15 minutes, because what I am about to say, or what I'm going to be teaching, is not something that is foreign to you. It's not strange to you. I think the major problem is the fact that most of us lack the ability to put into action what we learn. We find it difficult to put into action. Like, we know how to take notes, we know how to show up for classes, for courses, but when it's time for us to put in the work, we don't like putting in the work. So I will not be taking so much time, but the little I'll be saying, I hope if you put it to action, I am sure if you put it to action, it's going to do so much. Our host said I should introduce myself. Well, if you don't know me, I am Catherine Esther Clement, and I wear plenty hats. It just depends on the capacity you find me on. I mean, at this point you can call me a teacher or a coach, fine. But on some other days I can be a spoken word artist, some other days I can be a corporate MC, some other days I can be a public speaker, some other days I can be a women's coach, some other days I can be a purpose and self-identity coach. It depends on the location you find me at a particular time. So quickly, our time is already going so fast. How to create content that grabs attention, spark engagement, and build loyal fan. This is a very wide topic. Firstly, we are going to learn how to craft content. That's the first part of it. How to craft content. The next thing, grab attention. The next thing, spark engagement. And the next thing, build loyal fan base. Please, if you can hear me, I want to see you type on the screen so that I will know that I am not alone. Amen. I know this is not a Christian gathering, but if you can hear me, say something. Say something on the screen. Let me know that I'm not alone. Let me see. I'm supposed to see. Am I supposed to see or I'm not supposed to see? Please let me know that I'm not alone. I should just see something, a signal somewhere. That's what I'm saying is not good. Good. Thank you, Okaufe Grace. Thank you for that. It's an encouragement. You don't know that I need to be encouraged too, but yeah, that's an encouragement. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Harun. Is it Mr.? But I'm sure that's Haruna. Thank you. So, how to craft content? The beautiful part of this topic is that lately I'll be teaching people how to become content creators. And this is one thing I find out that a lot of people are getting a bit difficult to do. They're like, how can I be a content creator? Must we all be content creators? Can't we just live our life the way we want to? Can't we just be on social media? But I said something lately. I said the moment you choose to open a social media account, the moment you choose to sign up to Facebook, to Instagram, to TikTok, to name the social media, and you don't just go there with the mindset of wanting to consume, but wanting to create, at that point, you become a content creator. The creator in the content means your ability to be creative, your ability to create something. So if you are willing to create something, or if your aim of being on social media is to create something, automatically you are a content creator, whether you like it or not. I started content creation as a small job. When I started teaching them, they were like, content creation is easy. You just create content. But the most difficult part of content creation that we don't talk about every time is the consistency aspect. So it's easy for all of us as long as you have a social media account and you are contributing either in a comment, either your own is to read comments, just make a comment. You are a creator. You see that comment you are dropping on people's posts, you are actually triggering that post, and at that point you are a creator. This is why when we tell people be careful about the comments you make or be careful about the things to say on social media, it sounds funny, but that anytime you drop a comment on a post, you are sending that post, you are giving that post wings to fly. And at that point you become a creator because you created something. That thought you were able to squeeze together to write that comment was creative. People don't just like your comment for nothing. So, how to craft content from the moment you open a social media account and then you decide to drop a comment, something creative, or you drop a post, or you drop a picture, or you drop a text that is aimed at getting people's attention. At that point, you're a content creator. At that point, you've crafted a content and you become a content creator. So that's how to craft. I want to learn how to create content. I want to learn how to create content. But if we bring your contributions to post together, If let's say you've contributed in 5 marriage posts or 5 posts that are spoken about relationship and marriages, we bring all those your long comments together. If we bring it together, we already have one post. You too, you know that. And that post is good enough to be a content because its aim is to engage people and to get people's attention. This leads us to the next. We started by how to craft content that grabs attention. Now, in as much as I've stated the fact that the moment you drop a comment or you own a social media account, you're a creator, I must also state the fact that not all content grabs attention. Not all content grabs attention. There are certain things a content must carry that makes it grab attention. This is why you can make a comment on a post and nobody is interested in your comment. But in that same post, 100 people have liked another person's comment. What did that person say? What did that person do? For your content to grab attention, number one, they must be value filled. I want to see you saying something in the comments so that I know that I'm not alone and that you are listening to me. For your content to grab attention, they must be value filled. People are attracted to value. People are interested in things that are valuable. So when you see people make a post or someone make a post and you see that people are very interested, people are rushing to like and share and contribute under that person's post, it is simple. That person posted something valuable. There is a value on that content. Whether a comment, whether a post, whether anything, it must be value filled. Very value filled. Even as a person, when you see a celebrity that you celebrate or you love so much that you want to get their attention, you do that because that person carry a sense of value that you want to connect with. Nobody connects with something that's not valuable. Nobody connects with something that's not valuable. And trust me, value can either come in positive or negative way. I have seen people that want to be connected with people that are supposedly valuable in the negative form. A madman too can grab attention. Yes, a madman can grab attention. Maybe because he is naked. Maybe because he's not wearing clothes. Maybe because he's looking so dirty. Maybe because he is not looking so good. He's grabbing attention. This is why we have lots of people on social media today who are doing the irrelevant things and grabbing attention. And I hear many people say that they use that as an excuse. People that are not doing anything valuable are grabbing. Who said what they are doing is not valuable? Easy. If it is easy, take off your clothes and dance on the internet. Oh yeah. I cannot. When you see people, I get a lot of this funny comments a lot. When you see those people that are not giving value, the people are liking their content because they are shaking themselves on the social media. Try it. If it's easy. To them, they are giving value in their own way. And that is why I said you can give value in both a negative way or in a positive way. You can give both negative value and positive value. Madmen are grabbing attention in the market. Why? Because they are doing things insanely. And people that are sane are also grabbing attention in the market. When a man rings a bell selling okay or karika in the market, he's trying to grab attention. For you to grab attention, you must give signals. And by signals, I mean drop posts. Let us know that you are active. Some of us, we only know us on the internet on Sunday mornings. That is because you've gone to church, worn a new clothes, wear koi shoe, and snap picture. Happy Sunday, farms. God bless the day of the week. And you expect to have followers. You expect that 5 million people will come and like your post because you dressed and wear koi shoe and snap on a Sunday morning. Have you sat down to ask yourself what price are other people paying on the internet to get your attention? What are they doing? What are they doing that I am not doing? Some people are posting up to 10 times a day, 5 times in a day. But there you are posting once a week, and you are really tapping into the blessings of those that have 1 million followers. Ask them how they got there. You must be ready to create value if you want to grab attention. Be ready to create value, whether negative value or positive value. Some people are nuisance on the internet. They are causing nuisance on the internet, but people are following them. That is to tell you that not all of us are well. Mm. Some people just really like noise. They really like people doing abnormal things. And even when you see those people who are creating valuable posts and valuable content, they are really doing something abnormal, because it's not easy to think. I told you that I am currently teaching a group of students about content creation. And I remember when we started, some of them were like, it's easy. If this is all about content creation, it's easy. Then we came to that point of our accountability challenge, because after the content creation, I give you a chance to be accountable. I take weeks, I take days for us to do a challenge together. Sorry, where you are going to be accountable to. We are going to be accountable to ourselves. So we have, like, we tell ourselves, today we are making 5 posts together. Today we are making 7 posts together. Whether you like it or not, you must post 5. And it started. And I started getting excuses. Some persons with tears in their eyes, ma, how do you people think? How do you people get this thing? That is to tell you that whatever is valuable will take sacrifices. You are not ready to create valuable content if you're not ready to sacrifice. Sometimes it costs me my nights. Like, I just have to be awake and play some solemn sounds just to think, what am I going to tell these people on the internet today? And I wake up with a mindset. There's a mindset I wake up with. I wake up with a mindset that if I am not giving value on the internet, I don't deserve to be there to collect anything that any other person is throwing at me. That is my rule. It's a rule I made for myself. I will not just wake up one day and come to the internet just to consume from people, and they will not consume from me. That is a mindset you must learn to have if you must really stand out to grab attention. So any day you don't see me on the internet, maybe hours in the day, just know that maybe I don't have something to say. And if I don't have something to say, you will not see me. But most of us are so relaxed. We just feel, even if I don't have something to say, I can go and watch Sabinus, I can go and watch Crazy Clown, I'll be Crazy Clown or whatever. With that mindset, you cannot create content. You cannot grab attention. So the value part is very important, but you must be ready to carry a mindset to make sacrifices. And this is not KOK, it's not can I your thing. Sacrifices must be made. It is reality. Because everything you do that will pay you, that will keep you standing out, will demand sacrifices from you. The question is, are you willing to make those sacrifices? So we've talked about value. The next thing your content must do, if you must grab attention, is that they must be educational. People want to learn from you on the internet. People want to learn from you. People want to gain from your area of expertise, right? So you must be willing to educate the people if you must grab attention. Some people are on the internet really ready to learn, craving for knowledge. What can I learn today? So when they see a post like how to stop your soup from getting sour, they stop to read and they engage. And they say things like, oh, I wish I knew this. My soup last night for no spoil. So when you come and say, um, how to stop your soup from getting sour, a secret my grandmother taught me. You now tell them, I remember when I was 5, staying with my grandmother in the village, and we made a pot of egusi soup, like that. And that soup, because it was heat season, it got sour. We were worried. Then my grandma said we shouldn't be worried, that she can correct it. Then she picked some charcoals and she put inside the soup and she put it on the fire. Then soon enough, the sour taste disappeared. So, if you want to avoid the soup from getting sour, use this and this and that. You will get comment too. Whether you like it or not, go and try it. Or maybe as a fashion designer, you come and you make a post. The Vicky James secrets no one told you about. Ah, You know, in this world, we like amebo, we like gists, we like saying things that do not concern us. The Vicky James secret no one told you about, including those that have been thinking that Vicky James is using charm, or she's using whatever, or those that are thinking, oh, what is the secret of this woman? Why is she getting the international client? Why is she going to US when we are still in the backyard of our house sewing clothes? They will come. Even some of those bloggers might carry it because of that headline. The Vicky James secret no one told you about. You now start to post like, I know nobody have told you about this, but Vicky James has a secret, and this is not normal. This is why she get to do what she does. You just do, and at the end you now say, So one of the Vicky James secrets no one is talking about is her consistency, her ability to balance cooking and content creation and sewing and everything together. By the time they see it, they'll stop and read. This is attention grabbing content. So if you want to do that, there are more to come, but I've already exceeded the time I said I was going to go. There are more to come, but let's stop there when it comes to the grabbing of attention, and let's move quickly into sparking engagement. Already, when you are doing all of these things, you've called forth attention. The next thing you can do now is to spark engagement. Now, when people start coming to comment on your post and see all of those things, one thing you should learn to do is to respond to comments to spark engagement. Respond to comments. Respond. Don't just post. Hear me? What do I mean by call to action? Don't just post. Tell people to engage in it. Tell people to learn more about this. Join my Telegram channel. Join my WhatsApp meeting. Join this, join that. All of these are going to help you to spark engagement. When someone makes a comment, for example, the post I made as an instance, how to stop your soup from getting sour, and someone comes to say, hey, I tried this and it didn't work, go on that and prefer another solution. Do you do it like this? Do you not do it like this? By the time you are doing that, it is sparking engagement. The algorithm is speaking. Oh, people are getting have interest in this post. Let's take it further. Let's push it further. That is how the algorithm works. Nobody is using jazz, because most time when people see people liking other content creators posts, you feel like, oh, this content creator is doing something, you know. But by the time you respond to comment, you respond to one, two, three, four, five. The algorithm is picking the signals. Oh, this is gaining attention. Let's push it further. With that, you're going to spark engagement. And finally, to build loyal fans. This is a product of consistency and trust. To build loyal fans, you must be consistent. You must learn to be consistent. You must be ready to show up every single day on the social space. Every single day. Every single day. It's not today you're online. The next time we see you is next 2 weeks and you're coming to ask us who missed me. What do we owe you? Why should we miss you? You have never been consistent, so why should we miss you? You come today, the next time we're seeing you is next month, and you're asking us, oh, what have been happening on the internet? Have been off. Did we send you? You must be ready to build that consistency that keeps you on the internet every single day. When people see me online every day, you think that I'm less busy. I'm not less busy. You can ask the host what I've been through today. I just traveled back this evening like this. But have you seen me post? I will be inside the car, I'm posting. I'll be inside going to work, I'm posting. I am thinking of content, I'm posting content. I'm not jobless. But I've seen that over time, this thing is worth doing, and whatever is worth doing is worth doing well. You like influence, you want people to know you, you want to become better in the social space. Be ready to pay the price. Consistency is what will make you build loyal fan base. And if you build that consistency, you build trust. Because by the time you build the consistency, the numbers increase. When people see that you have 50,000 followers, 100,000 followers, they know that you are doing something right. Because they know it's not easy. So when they see that you have 50,000, 100,000, they know that this person is doing something. Let's connect with this person. And then brands can even come. Oh, this is where people can even come. What course do you sell? Do you sell a course? Do you write a book on this? Say who miss you? Nobody will miss you. Nobody misses you. They will come and ask you, do you sell a course? Do you do something? And that's because you've been consistent. When you consistently talk about something, you consistently talk about food content. There's no how you consistently talk about that for 6 months and nobody asks you, do you have a food store? Try, try. If you write consistently on one thing and nobody asks you about that thing, come back and meet me. Come and hold me. Tell me that I lied to you. You consistently talk about public speaking, public speaking. There's no how you talk about it for 3 months and nobody asks you, do you have a course on public speaking or do you teach public speaking? That's how it works. There's no how you talk about fashion design and somebody will say, do you teach people how to, do something on this? To build a loyal fan base, you must learn to be consistent. And consistency is not luck. It's a it's a product of discipline. It is you waking up every single day and configuring your mind to say, I can do this and I should do it. I can do this and I must do it. Whether I am tired, whether I am weak. In fact, let me break down to you. Today I had papers to write, like exams. But go and check my wall, Catherine Esther Clement. You will see posts like I was active online today. You would think that I was reading at some point and making some posts. Some of them they were in my archives. I just dropped them. Oh, today I'm going to post them. I know I'm going to be very busy today, but I'm going to post them. And it looked like I was there. And I it's just me, a natural configuration. I tell myself every single day the number of followers I should add. Yes. I tell myself, oh, I cannot sleep today without adding so number of followers. Except even when the algorithm is misbehaving. But I tell myself that. So what discipline are you giving yourself? So that when you see me having the result and you are not having it, you don't start blaming your village people. Your village people are not tying your hands from doing what you're supposed to do. There are things you're supposed to do. There's a role for you to play in it. And I hope that if you put all of this together, if you are able to put all of this together, you'll be able to build a content that grabs attention, spark engagement, and build a loyal fan base. Because it's not by luck. It's a reward of discipline, a reward of consistency and intentionality. And I hope that this little I've been able to show you, to teach you, and to bring to you is going to help you grow your social media, your content creation IQ into the next level. So thank you so much, everybody who joined. Even if I can't see you from here, it's my pleasure, it's my honor. And once again, thank you, host, for having me around. I'm sorry my session is short, but I hope it was impactful. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Seems like you're muted.
Okay, can you hear me now? Yeah, so I was saying thank you very much for the sacrifice and for joining us tonight, Catherine. I had, mistaken the pronunciation earlier, or I have taken note of the correction. Thank you so very much. Yes, it was really valuable. I don't know why you can't see the comment, but the comment is buzzing with a lot of appreciation and nuggets of points that you shared and all of that. In fact, it's so fast that I can't even take a hold of it. But trust me, it has been really impactful, and I want to say thank you very much, very very much for doing this with me. I do hope that we keep in touch and do more stuff together. Uh, yeah, in the coming days. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Okay, guys, that was a wonderful, wonderful session by Catherine Clement herself, showing us how to craft and post content that gains attention, that spark engagement, and that help you build a loyal fan base. I hope it has been very, very valuable to you. Uh, Yeah, so I'm seeing your comment, guys. If you have not subscribed to the YouTube channel, please endeavor to do that. More videos are going to be coming up soon, and you do not want to miss out. In fact, I had recorded some videos a few days back, but just haven't been able to upload them yet. So it is really in your best interest that you subscribe to the YouTube channel. That said, earlier I was making mention of something about XLA community, which is the community that put together this class. And okay. Okay, so I just wanted to mention that you can join the community. We are committed to helping people grow and leading and helping them gain and helping them become a person of or people of value, people of purpose, and people who are living life right. So there is a link. If you check the description of this video, you'll see the link to join our channel on Telegram. I'm permitting you very briefly. You can just click on the link, join, and return back to the live session because we are diving into the juicy part, which is how to monetize your content, be it across any social media platform. So that's what we're going to be talking about next. So if you're interested in being a part of the community, this is the point where you go join. More information will be passed across to the channel about the community and what you stand to gain. So in the next one here, we are just a second, please. So in the next one here, we're looking at building a thriving community of 100,000 purpose-driven individuals across Africa and beyond. And if this sounds like something that you want to be a part of, then you should definitely join the Telegram channel. And we'll be having a live because we usually have live sessions monthly. And so we're going to be talking about stuff beyond just making money because money is the least form of value, right? Or one of the least form of value. It is Olakunle Sorinya that said that some people are so poor, all they have is money. And so beyond money, there are other values that you should cultivate that would also help you utilize money rightly. Yeah. Because money is just a form of stance, like a form of stamina in life, in achieving purpose in life. But there are certain other things that are important that if you do not have those things, your money is useless, right? So very important. And just like I mentioned earlier, our vision in XLA community is to raise a generation of people who are rich in God and wealthy enough to lead the next generation with purpose. And we are open to having memberships, and we will build something really awesome together. So that said, how can you monetize your content? I know a lot of us has been looking forward to this part of the session. If you are ready, kindly comment in the session. Kindly comment on the chat that I am ready for this session. Still waiting for your comments. Okay. Yeah, someone's asking for the Telegram. It's in the description. If you click the description of this video, you would see it. You'll see the link there. We would also share the link to the groups after the live session. Okay, so let's move really fast. And also, I also wanted to point out that we are taking note of people that would uh, give out gifts and cash as airtime too. We are taking note of your activeness and engagement, and we would give a screenshot and acknowledge you in the group. So if you are not in the group when we finally make the announcement of those that are getting their rewards, Otilo, sorry, for those not in Africa, sorry, in Nigeria rather, what does Otilo means? Can somebody explain the meaning of Otilo in the comment section? Okay, so um, how can you monetize your content on social media platforms or anywhere else, right? The most popular ones that people know is the video monetization, where either on YouTube, TikTok, or Facebook or Instagram, where they pay you per 1,000 views on your video. But except on YouTube, long videos that actually pay a bit well, most content pay below $1 per 1,000 views, as at October 2025, paid TikTok, YouTube Shorts. Now there's YouTube Shorts and there's YouTube long form video. YouTube Shorts are like videos below 3 minutes. Then YouTube long videos that are like from 4 5 minutes thereabout. Yeah. Let me take water. Yeah. So um then TikTok, same thing. TikTok pays less than $1 for 1,000 view. So that's not so much of a profitable way. That's not so much of a profitable way to make so much money from your content or as a content creator. Now, for those still interested in that, yes. For right now, I think even Nigerians are not included. Before now, it used to be only people outside, like some specific countries in Africa and other parts of the world that gets to benefit from the monetization program of Facebook, Instagram, and some other platforms except YouTube. But now it is now open. Though TikTok is not open to Nigerians yet, you need to have a UK TikTok or US or any of those approved countries to be able to participate in TikTok monetization program via videos. So if videos are not so great ways to make funds with your content aside YouTube long form videos, then what is? So now this is for you if you are someone who has a business, someone who is into educational form of content, someone who is into relationship or counseling, or even lifestyle, or you do tutorials about food, just like Catherine mentioned earlier, or be it anything else, right? Be it anything else, this is going to help you. So the first or the second way, because the first way is a popular one that everybody know, which is video views. But the next one is digital products. So what are digital products? So just like the name entails, digital products are products that are created online or digitally and can also be consumed digitally too as well. So examples of digital products are ebooks, courses, guides, templates, etc. And guess what? People are making millions of dollars from digital products, right? People are making millions. And so for you, okay, let's start with being a business owner. Oh, you own a business. What how can you make a digital product? There are probably things, especially if you are a service provider, that people get to ask of you every now and then, or people ask for counsel about. Say you sell wigs, or you're a fashion designer. If you sell wigs, people usually ask, oh, how can I revamp this wig by myself? Or how do I spot original from fake wig? Or how do I know this? Or how can I treat my wig by myself? Or all of that. You can package that into a digital product, into an ebook, into a course, into a guide book, and sell at a fee, right? And I know you're like, oh, what if nobody buys? No, that again is the wrong mindset to go about it. I've come to realize that people only buy from you based on your own perception of what you have to sell. If you already start thinking that people will not buy, chances are that people will not buy. But somehow they will be mirroring what you already have in your mind. Now, say you are a fashion designer, same thing. There are probably things that people are asking you about fashion. Oh, how do I combine colors? Oh, how do I combine jewelries or accessories? Or how do I do this? How do I do that? What are those common challenges and questions that they are always asking you? Why not combine it into a product, into a ebook, into a course, and put it for sale so they're not always picking your brain for free, right? Okay. Take for example, recently I put out a product which is 25 profitable businesses that you can start in Nigeria and make a lot of money from, even investing as low as zero naira capital, right? I used a benchmark of 50,000 just so that people do not start thinking it's a quick and get rich quick scheme, right? But even some of the businesses that were highlighted in that book, you can start with zero naira. Yeah. So guess what? A lot of people bought that book, but that only started. The idea came after a church service, and I was just thinking about it, and I'm like, that's true. People are always asking me about, oh, I have this money, what can I invest in? Oh, I have this money, what can I do with it? Oh, I'm looking for a business start. Do you have any business idea? So you know what? I'm like, okay, I saw a draft and then I decided to put it together and put it out there and ask people for their opinion. And people started buying. But imagine had given all the excuses as to how or why people would not buy and all of that. I wouldn't have created that book. And so same for you, right? Of course, am I saying everything you know should be sold? Probably. But there are certain things that just must not be given out anyhow. Else, if you notice, there are some informations that you share and that you share freely and people do not value it. Have you ever been in that position where you give someone advice and you watch them do the exact opposite? And usually that happens because you give the advice freely. So people get to pay attention most times when they pay for things. That's why over 3,000 people register for this, and we're having this number of people joining in live because they didn't pay for it. So if they had paid for it, then obviously a lot more people would have been on this call because they're like, no, I just cannot miss, you know, this session because I already paid for it. And this leads me to the next thing, talking about paying for things. Again, mindset. You have to grow to that point where you see paying for things as a priority. Very important. You just have to see because there are certain things that will never be shared in rooms where free things are being, passed around. Certain informations are hidden in paid classes, are hidden in paid programs. Very important. Some people, oh, if it's not free, they're not joining. That's why you're where you are. No offense. Because there are certain information that just by knowing it will take you to a different level in your life. Anyways, let me not dwell on that too much. And that reminds me, so I have something else coming up, which is a fantastic option if you are looking at putting this whole thing to work ASAP and earning from your content like right away as soon as possible. I'll talk about it towards the end of this class. Ensure that you are there because if you miss out, you may not get a replay and you may miss out on that opportunity. It's only for those who get to stay till the end of the session. So, digital products, right? Put what you know together into a ebook, into a guide, even into a video course. I know someone who recorded a video course with his phone in his house, put it together and still sold it, and people bought and they got value. Sometimes the issue is that we get to overthink certain things, and so it stops us from taking the action we are supposed to take to provide the results that we need. If you are broke right now, I think excuses should be one of the least thing that should be found with you. Because one question you need to ask yourself is what's the worst that can happen? I go live, people make, you know, um, jesting comments about me. Does that kill me? No, it doesn't. So I go again, right? Because things happen. You want to be able to do what is required, not what you feel like doing, not not what people think I should be doing. Have you noticed that the most successful people on the planet, successful in terms of wealth wise now, are people who are always doing things regardless of what others are saying. Check it out now. Some of you live your life based on what will people say. And that's why you will never cross a certain height in life. Because usually growth is found after you've left that zone of what will people say. And so it is very important that you start making certain decisions and moves that are contrary to what you usually do on a normal day. Of course, that are positive things, things that are legit and are legal, but you must move beyond the what will people say mentality because that will not take you far. So let me give you a quick hack, right? So in terms of growth, one thing that I have told myself that I've also learned is if you want to be successful at anything, ask yourself what are the habits of successful people in this thing and what are the habits of unsuccessful people in this thing. If you can find these two, do a swap, right? Drop every negative or every habit of unsuccessful people in that thing and start copying the habits of successful people in that thing. It will just be a matter of time and a few other things put into the equation, and you yourself too will be successful in quote, right? So very, very important. Sometimes people minor in major things and they major in minor things. And what that simply means is that there are things you should be doing, you should spend most of your time doing. if you are someone who creates content, you should spend a lot of time creating content, practicing, failing, doing it again, and all of that. But if someone who, as a content creator, is not spending time playing football, I'm not saying football is bad, not at all, but it's a misalignment in terms of goals and purpose, right? So, very, very, very essential. Next is courses, stay under digital products. Yeah, you can record videos concerning that subject. In fact, not all courses are even videos, there are audio courses these days, right? Audio courses. You can record yourself, teach about something that people are in demand or in need of, and package it together and sell it, and people will buy. You just need to be bold enough to be able to make that step and say, you know what, I'm tired of being broke. I need to do something with my life and not think about what other people will say concerning me. The third way to monetize your content or your skills as a content creator is exclusive membership. And this is very important. If you have a YouTube channel, YouTube now offers exclusive membership subscription for certain account that meets the requirements. And by the way, ensure again, I am saying this for the what now fifth time. If you're just joining, welcome. Also ensure that you subscribe to this YouTube channel. Let's see how we can hit 1,000 subscribers before the end of this live or before the end of today. So now exclusive membership. I XLA Successful Live in Africa. We have um, the general community, and then we have the private community. The private community, as at 1 year ago, our goal was to, sorry, not 1 year, like say for the last 9 months, our goal was to raise 10 billionaires in the next 10 years. But as we grow, that goal has been adjusted to raising 50 billionaires in the next 5 years. And this is very important because in premium places are where premium informations are shared. So that community, the private community, is based on paid subscriptions. And so that compensates for the value that are being shared there, right? There are times where people reach out to me, oh, I need this kind of person, I need somebody to help me do this job or something. And they are ready to pay well. I forward it to my private communities, right? Because they are paying and they know the value. So you too can also do something like that. Let's say you are a person of value, you you know stuff, you gain access to certain kind of information or opportunities. You can leverage that and create a paid community for yourself, right? And it will be like based on membership. Thanks to Telegram now, Telegram now has a feature where you can even like program the 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 group to add people after subscription are paid and to take them out when they refuse to pay for the next month or quarter or something. Yeah. So my point is leverage on membership, on paid membership and communities, like in building one, right? Um, Sometimes this can be a very good way to earn from what you already know. Say you know so much, people ask you for advice, people pick your brain. It may be time for you to want to create, you know what, I want to create a community. And this is what is going to be the purpose or the vision of the community. And then also it also means that whatever that you're going to be sharing there is going to be valuable enough to compensate for whatever that people are paying to be a part of it. right? There's a whole guide towards doing all of this. Just ensure that you find someone who has been able to successfully do it like myself and reach out and find a way to reach out, because I don't want to just reach out. People can be quite funny and feel entitled and reach out as if they're the one that are feeding you, clothing you, and all of that. So you must understand that people are busy. And so if anyone chooses to want to have your time to get on a conversation with you, you should be very, very grateful. No caps. So the fourth one that I'm going to be talking about now, because of time, there are more than eight, right? But I'm just going to focus on four. It is consultancy and coaching. What's that thing that you know how to do well? Maybe you've been working in the organization for quite a while, so you know the in and out concerning a particular kind of service or skill. Or maybe you learned it from somewhere, or you took a course on it or something like that. And now you are so knowledgeable about that thing that you can advise, coach, and mentor people on that particular thing. You might want to leverage that opportunity and create a coaching or consultancy offer out of it. Like me, for example, I have two one-on-one, sessions. One is 100,000 naira. The other is 50,000 naira for 1 hour 30 minutes call, right? So these are ways. So some if somebody reaches out and be like, "Oh, I'd like to get on the call with you to ask for your advice," I'll forward that flyer and the details to make payments to the person. If whatever you want to know is really important to you, you will make payment and will get on the call. If it's not, except I'm being led or the person is a friend, like a very good friend, right? Otherwise, I'll forward you my rate card. Very important. So you can do the same too as well. There are things that people you can even start from a very low price and be like, okay, pay this amount, pay 20K, pay 50K, right? For 1 hour call. Let's talk about this thing. That way, in fact, they will value what you are telling them even more because they know that they are paying for it. So you can, again, under the consultancy part, you can even create a coaching program where you get to guide them on achieving the key results that they want to achieve, right? Why they pay you a fee for doing that. So it can be for 7 days, 21 days, whatever. But do not just be a charity person and be suffering like it's not done. Okay. Then we're going to talk about next how to shoot videos on a budget. Yeah. So of course I know that quite a number of people are like, I do not have all the fancy gadgets. What do I need to do? What you need to do is to start with what you have. If you are joining this session with a mobile device, that's a phone. You can start with that. So it doesn't mean that you need to have all the fancy cameras for you to start. No, you do not. In fact, if your camera is not good at all, you can start with another form of content. You can use AI. You can leverage AI thanks to artificial intelligence. You can leverage AI to create faceless content and put out there. Same thing, if you cannot do video content at all, then you can create audio content. You cannot create audio content, then you can create written content, right? Very, very, very important. You have to um, be able to leverage what it is that you have now and maximize it before getting the next big thing. Else, you keep wishing for newer things and never use the ones that you currently have. So, for a start, all that you need really is a ring light and your phone. If you are going to focus on video content, though, if you are focusing on written content like ebooks and all of that, then just your mobile device is fine. With that, you can start writing, you know, um, you can start writing and making money from your content. I have people reach out every now and then about, oh, I need this kind of service, I need this kind of service, I need this kind of service. My biggest challenge is that I do not have so much people that I can confidently trust concerning that thing. A lot of people just learn things, the basics, and move to the next big thing. There's someone on this call that is moving to that is transitioning now, and you've not yet exhausted the opportunities or even the learning potentials concerning that role or that industry, and you want to move to something else. Why? So with your phone and your ring light, you can start your content creation journey. You can start creating products. You can start, building exclusive membership communities and all of that. Okay. Um, so what are some of the opportunities, global opportunities available to creators all over? So there's this idea that came to my mind some time back. It's not a very rare, knowledge. It's something that people already do. But I was like, we don't have enough of that in some part of Nigeria here. We do not have um, that in some part of Nigeria, which is creating reels video for weddings and ceremonies and getting paid for doing it. Especially if you are like a university student, that's something that can help. Just use your phone, create reels, clips. Of course, learn how to do that, create it, then put it together, edit it, and give it to the bride or the groom, whoever that engaged you to do that. Or you can pitch it to them. Oh, I can create videos, quick videos that of your event for so amount. That's something. But even virtually, other options like on Fiverr, you can create what we call user generated content of a product or a brand, and they'll get to pay you for it. And I'm freaking serious about it. Upwork also has that as well, and other platforms, yeah, other platforms. So um also something that you want to leverage on is collaborations. Some of us want to do things alone by ourselves, but no, collaboration is the new big thing. We all need each of us, and each of us need all of us. And so there are certain ideas that you just cannot execute by yourself. You need to bring other people on board. And even in your creator journey, if you are still starting out and you know someone who has better influence or stuff, you can offer to collaborate with them. But of course, at the standpoint of value, value should be the keyword or the watchword in anything that you do. Whatever you do, it should gel towards giving value, right? Gel towards giving value. So learn to collaborate. That's a topic that we can talk about for another 1 hour, but because of time. So I already mentioned subscription based membership, which you too have that as well if you meet the requirements. The next thing would be leverage AI, which I also mentioned. Then, so you know, when I mentioned content creation earlier, I said it is not just video. Yeah. So if you do not, someone said, Osawe said, what if you do not have a budget for ring lights? If you do not have a, I just made mention of someone who started a video uh, shooting videos outside. Start with what you have. You definitely can find a way if you choose to. Sometimes you can either find a way or find an excuse, but whichever, is right. It's you still get the achieved results. Sorry, you do not get the achieved result rather. Yeah, but people have funny ways of thinking. But you can either you know um find a way or find an excuse. So another thing is had mentioned lifestyle shooting for those of you that love to just capture moments of like video moments of people, of markets, and stuff like that. You can go into documentary form of content creation, right? And there are international organizations that can even pay you. I've seen some. They'll pay you to create a documentary for something, especially if you are in Nigeria where we have a rich heritage, right? They want to know more about certain things. But again, you have to be well positioned, and that's what leads me to the next thing, which is you should have an active LinkedIn account, active LinkedIn profile, especially as a professional here, because a lot of clients or people do not have the strength to go, trying to ask for recommendation and stuff. You just go to LinkedIn, search, and find a perfect fit for the job, and they reach out to the person. Sorry, let me take water. So LinkedIn is a very, very wonderful platform that you can leverage on if you know how to use it well to reach your target audience, to reach people that will patronize you right there on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is like your online portfolio. I know quite a number of persons have been like, oh, LinkedIn is a bit complicated, but it is not. You just have to put your head down and learn it. Trust me, it can be learned. In fact, everything can be learned if only you would just settle down and focus on it. LinkedIn is a good mine. People are making six figures in dollars from LinkedIn by being active, by sharing the right kind of content, by having their profile well positioned. Very important too. Very, 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 very important. So guys, I hope you've gotten value so far. I tried to rush things up at some point because of time. Uh, but we've been able to deliver, I think, a lot of what we said we're going to for this class. I'm going to the comment now and then let me know. Uh, and you, if at this point you've not subscribed to the YouTube channel, you are wrong. It's not nice. You should subscribe to the YouTube channel. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. More videos coming in soon. So if you have a LinkedIn and you don't know what to do with it, see, there's something called learning without permission. Sometimes we feel like, oh, somebody needs to come and help us, but sometimes you are the helper that is needed for your community or for your family, right? What that means is that you cannot afford to be waiting for somebody to come and help you, like that man at the pool of Bethesda, right? That man who kept waiting for an angel to come stir the water. Uh, you just have to help yourself. So, what do I mean by all the stories I've been saying? Which is go on YouTube, right? Go on YouTube, whatever question that you're looking for, go to YouTube and ask, and you get a video that will help you. right? You get a video that will talk about uh I'll talk about it, right? So you do not have to wait for somebody else to come first, help you, right? So that's it basically, guys. That's it basically. But yeah, I promised that there is something that I have, an upcoming program that you should key into. I will just bring it up now and I will take you guys through it and then we'll wrap up the session. Something really, really amazing. So I'm pulling it up now. Yeah, so I call it the content monetization blueprint. Okay, I mean, and okay, so this is for you if you want to learn how and practically implement how to turn your creativity into consistent cash flow, right? I'm going to be showing you, you're going to be learning in this program um, how to build an irresistible personal brand that attracts consistent and paid deals. This alone is worth 10,000 naira. But you're also going to be learning how to pitch and negotiate with brands like a pro and get paid what you deserve. Part of content creation is not just about you waiting for people to come to you. There are times where you have to reach out to brands and say, "This is what I have, and would you want to work with me?" And they'll be glad to want to work with you. But there's a way to go about it. You don't just go anyhow. And we're going to be talking about that and how to create 8 income sources as a content creator. Remember, I had shared that there are more than 8, and I just mentioned 4. There are also 4 others that I'm going to be sharing with you. You also learn how to price your offers confidently and position yourself for premium opportunities. You'd also learn how to grow and monetize a loyal community that buys, support, and spread your content, which is what you think. They are going to learn how to leverage AI and automation tools to scale your content and earnings worth 10K. So you might have seen those videos on YouTube where they, sorry, on Instagram when they say, if you are interested, comment done or interested, and I will send you the guide in your DM. And some of them you will not click comment the word, then they'll not tell you you need to follow the account to receive it. Those things are automated. It's AI tool. I'm going to be showing you a tool that is so cheap that it has a free plan that can help you do auto messaging once they drop a word in the comment. I'm also going to be showing you this tool. It's not a popular tool, but it works really. Sorry, guys. Can you hear me now? Oh, you. Okay, so can you hear me, please? I think you can hear me now. So, um, you're also going to be learning how to create income, eight income sources. I think I've said this already, and I was talking about the bonuses, and I was saying that you get access to all of these bonuses. And I was talking about this one, and I said you gain access to copywriting mastery to help you sell with words worth 15,000, and you would also gain access to this digital marketing blueprint for your online growth, and you also gain access to a brand deal pitch template worth 5,000 naira and Facebook and Instagram ads course worth 20,000 naira. Quite a number of persons has reached out to me in Facebook and Instagram ads, and here's your opportunity to learn it by yourself and maximize. See, if anything in this life, learn how to use ads, right? Because it will help you to grow faster than just organic. Like, John Obidi would say, life is too short to grow organically. Then also you have access to a dedicated community where you can ask questions and support each other, which is worth 20,000. It's not all. You'll also learn or gain access to a guide or on how to open a US bank account while in Nigeria or any other African country. And it's something that you can use anywhere you are, right? Especially for those of you that want to that that deals with foreign clients or would want to start engaging with foreign clients. There are times where you will need a foreign or a US bank account to be able to receive payment from them. So this will really help. And you would also gain access to 1,000 premium tools and apps, like some of the popular ones that some of the popular apps that you're also going to be gaining access rather to them for free. I don't want to mention names because we are live, but it's a lot of them, both in videos, in videos, in audio, like audio apps, video editing apps, designing apps, and all of that, right? And you also be gaining access to a guide on creating digital products and earning six figures in 90 days, worth 30,000 naira. All of these bonuses alone is worth more than 100,000 naira. But for tonight, you'll be gaining access to this program for 10,000 naira only. But I made a reconsideration, and if you are signing up for this program tonight before 11:59, you gain access to it for 2,999 only. So this is the link to gain access to this program. By 11:59 tonight, it reverts back to 10,000 naira, which is still a discounted price. Uh, this is something you should plug into if you want to accelerate your earning journey as a content creator. Mind you, in fact, by getting into this program, I'm going to share something with you, an opportunity where you can even start earning before the class even starts, which is on the 8th of November, right? So this is the link. Just copy the link, and it will be sent to you on WhatsApp. And on the WhatsApp group, it will be shared there. And do not miss out on this offer. So that's it, guys. If you've not subscribed to this YouTube channel, do well to subscribe. And if you did not register before joining this class, you can also register. I think the link is in the description too as well. Because we will be sending resources to your email that was used for registering for this class. After Monday to Tuesday, you'll receive those resources. Also, you can join the Telegram community for Successful Living in Africa. We're doing stuff there after this class, and also can also join my WhatsApp channel too as well, where I get to share opportunities, updates on what I'm up to, and events, tips, and what I am working on in general. So I hope it has been a good time for you, and I hope you gain value from this class so far. Yeah. Faith said you just made content creating easy. Um, Maru said you have really helped us. Anita says, Rita, a dream come true. Rita, rather. Rejoice said, thank you very much. Grace, I see you guys. Well done, well done, well done, well done. So that's the link. Sign up, and I can't wait to see you on the other side. And of course, for those that are still in the general group for the content creation and monetization, we still have a lot to do. I'll be sharing tips and opportunities from time to time on that platform for creators who want to um, scale too as well. So see you guys on the back end. Thank you. Okay, so real quick, I just want to give a shout out to my team that have been behind the scene, ensuring that everything goes well. I want to give a shout out to Joy. Thank you so much for all you do. Joy Julius. I want to also give a shout out to Favor. Favor reached out to volunteer in managing the community. Thank you so much. A shout out to Cynthia. Cynthia, thank you, and I really appreciate you in helping, and you've been really, really amazing. Thank you so much. So that's it, guys, and thank you to everyone who joined in for tonight's session. I hope it was worth your time, and if this was a great time, then you should sign up for the monetization blueprint, and also don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thank you.